All right, welcome back. You're watching the Power Breakfast Show. Now, this morning, we want to do things a bit differently. We want to talk about grooming for ladies. What should we wear to work? What should we wear to a wedding? What should we wear to a traditional function? What should we wear when we're going for a first, second, or third interview? And, of course, we'll also be talking about makeup, what works and what doesn't work. In studio with me, we have our resident guest, Carol Odero. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
You all know her. She hosts Fashion Watch every Friday here on Citizen TV. An exciting conversation we'll be having this morning. I really want to pick your brain on certain things here and there. Okay. So I'll be coming to you in a few. Then this side I have Priscilla Ndanu. Hi. How are you?
Thank
She's
you.
a makeup artist, and I'll quickly come that side. You're a makeup artist, and maybe you can start by finding out, when did you start doing makeup?
Approximately 2.5 years ago.
You love makeup that much?
I love makeup.
All right, so the challenge I've given Priscilla is to create a half face. What does that mean? I want a face that will show us makeup we can wear to work on a normal day, and then makeup we can wear when going out. But just the basics when it comes to makeup. What should entirely leave the house?
Well, for a daytime look, we want something neutral, something not out there. I'm here, you know, really come makeup. And then for a nighttime, you can go all the way. You can have red lips, you can have black eyeshadow mixed with the browns and different tones. So there's a slight line between daytime and nighttime.
And nighttime.
Yes, but you need to be very keen so that you get it right.
Okay. There are those ladies who don't like wearing makeup, but then makeup enhances their, it enhances our looks. So what would you tell that woman? What basic makeup should she at least try and have on a day-to-day basis?
Well, daily you can have mascara and a simple BB cream, but makeup is not as complicated as people assume it is. Even ladies who don't do makeup at all, they always say, oh, I don't think I look good in makeup, but less is always more. Do it right and just follow the right steps, and you'll be able to look good. But mascara, okay, for me, I love mascara, so a little bit of it is good.
Zoom into her face. Have you put on any makeup?
Yes, I have some makeup.
Doesn't look like you have any makeup. So what do you have on?
I've put some concealer, I have foundation, of course, my mascara, my eyebrows, you can see.
Yes.
Yes, less is always more. You don't need to put on makeup and walk. Everyone looks at you like,
I was like, yeah, what is that about?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll be coming to have that conversation. Of course, we have to talk about the eyebrows. Everyone is doing them now, and I'm a bit concerned because it doesn't look natural. It really doesn't look natural for me. Anyway, so we'll have that conversation in a bit. Finish the task I have given you. I want to see whether you're up for the challenge.
Thank you.
For now, let me go back to Carol. And Carol, you're known to be that lady who has crazy hair. But you have beautiful insight, I want to believe. Yeah. So this morning I want us to talk about dressing for different functions. Yeah. And behind here we have some models. So we'll start with different occasions. I want to start with the person who's modeling wedding wear.
Yes.
So the lady who has wedding wear, could you please come up the runway? Yes, here is model 1 wearing lovely, what color is that? Pink, fuchsia? Come, walk down.
Lavender?
Lavender? Okay. Look at us. All right. So there she has what they're calling a symmetrical dress, right?
Yes.
High-low.
Yes.
That is appropriate for a wedding?
Well, it can work for a wedding, though you are at risk of being confused for the bridal party if you wear a fabric that looks like that. But it can work in the sense that it's definitely not, it's dressed up to be formal, and it doesn't look too half naked, and it doesn't look too official, and it's also not extremely casual.
My fear is you walked into a wedding and knowing that most of us are very traditional, many people will say that was too short
until they see the back. I think this dress would be perfect for an evening wedding, not necessarily a garden one, because a garden wedding would require a different set of shoes, and if you're wearing wedges with this dress, it can throw it off a bit. So if you're going for a late night dinner or an evening wedding that's a private ceremony, then you can wear this.
All right. You speak about the shoes, and you say something about the garden wedding. Wearing wedges with this type of outfit would throw it off completely.
It can't throw it off unless you're very stylish and you know how to pull it off and accessorize it. You can take it over the edge if you know how to do it, but most people are not there yet.
Yes. Am I allowed to wear flats at a wedding?
You can, of course. It's a lot of dancing. The flats are actually not that comfortable as much as people think because they wear out the arc of your foot because your foot is too flat. So you need a little bit of elevation in order for it to be comfortable for you to wear all day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We'll talk about the heels in a bit. Of course, we have traditional ceremonies, and this one we thought of Arurashio, and that is where a groom comes to pay bride price at my home. So the next person, the next model, please come through. Whoever has Arurashio wear. And there she is in a beautiful A-line dress. I'm really feeling these A-line dresses. They're very girly. What's your take?
I love A-line dresses. They're very classic and very feminine. Yeah. And they fit everywhere. And they look good on practically every body type. I'm assuming that she's the bride-to-be and she's the one who's wearing this because it's definitely a good way to meet your in-laws.
Okay. What about guests?
For sure, it would be great.
It would work as well.
Yes, it would work as well. And I also love the head wrap because the head wrap gives it a twist and makes it edgier and more playful and more interesting to look at.
But isn't the headgear a bit too much, especially if you are the bride-to-be?
If you're the bride-to-be, it would be because you want to look, but it also depends on your age. Okay. It depends on your age. You're in your 30s or 40s, then the head wrap would probably fit. If you're in your 20s, it's a bit excessive.
Yes. So it also depends on your age, and I also think the shape of your head.
That's true.
All right, let's look at dinner clothes next. My model who has dinner clothes on, please walk the runway. And there you have it. Please walk. And there's this beautiful green dress that I really, really like, but I doubt I could wear it. I really doubt I could wear it. What's your take on that?
I wish the model had her hair up. I usually find it so elegant if you have an updo for an evening event.
Okay.
Yeah. The challenging part about this outfit is the underwear. So if you're going to choose an outfit like this, you need to be very clear that either you're wearing something that's, the color of the top, almost black like she's wearing, or a nude colored underwear, or you have it constructed on the inside of the outfit so that it doesn't seem like you're half naked. So if you're worried about modesty, that could be a way to go around it.
That's what I was going to talk about, modesty when it comes to wearing such clothes. Now, this is when you're going for dinner. Could I wear this outfit if I want to go out and have a drink and,
well, if you tend to have drinks with your friends at 5-star hotels, then probably
it could work.
It would be a little overdressed, but again, it also depends on your personality. If you tend to be fabulous and overdressed most of the time, then they probably wouldn't think it's any different.
Yes.
But in most instances, this would be a little too dressed up for a dinner, like a couple. It would be a little too dressed up. So it's more of a formal event. If you have a high publicity, high profile event, then you can wear something like that.
Okay.
Mostly tone it down a bit.
Okay, when you want to be the showstopper, really,
yes.
Yeah? But not for a couple.
A couple, it depends on where you're going and who you're meeting. Yeah, but unless it's a big function that there's more than the two of you, it would be overdressed.
Okay, and the next one I want to talk about is the work setting, the office setting. My model, who is in a very nice dress, actually, I really like it. Please, strut down the runway. I really like that, I don't know what you call it, but it's a clingy type of dress.
It's a sheath.
It's a sheath.
Yes.
It's a sheath dress.
Yes.
What's your take on that? Can I wear it to work?
First of all, I love the shoes. The shoes are absolutely perfect for work. They are great. You can
not too high, not too...
No, yeah, it's perfect. And also, it's a classic stiletto pump. That always works in the office. The dress would be better served in a conservative workplace if you put a blazer on top. Something
about a blazer.
Yes, so that it can kind of desexualize the look a bit, which is sometimes necessary in the office. If you wear this at work, you have to be very particular about the underwear you wear. You need to wear Spanx because it's very critical. You don't want people to focus on how you look when you walk past them.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the color because it's black. It's very good for the office, but it needs to be more formal.
Okay, so a jacket on top of it.
Yeah, a jacket on top, then she can accessorize it because it's also a little too dark. So probably silver or gold or platinum would work with this outfit.
Would I wear that to an interview? Can I wear that to an interview? For a job interview? This dress?
Not on its own. You would need to be a little more formal with how you wear it. It needs a blazer on top. It definitely does. Probably something with a lighter shade, like one of the prints on the dress.
Yes.
Yes, or maybe white.
There's this argument that I've had for years. Women should not wear trousers to work. What's your take?
What? Who's put up such a ridiculous rule?
No, that you should always be neatly dressed in your nice little pencil skirt or a nice pencil dress.
Well, I've seen power suits with trousers that look pretty good. I mean, trousers are even worn on the red carpet now, so I think the workplace should really not be an exception. I think the idea is finding the right cut so that you don't show off your camel toe or it's not too tight on your bum. So again, you have to find a way to desexualize your work outfit if you're in a very corporate setting and if it doesn't encourage such kind of look. So you don't want people to notice you for your body, you want them to notice you for your mind. So you need to enhance your mind with what you wear. So that's why it's critical.
Okay. We've talked about the heel. Is it a must I wear heels to work? We're talking about work now. Is it a must I wear heels?
You know, I think it depends on who you ask, but my take is that if you want to be taken seriously as a professional woman, you need to own a pair of heels. Flats would be fine if you're walking back and forth, but even if you have to keep a pair of heels below your desk so that you can wear them when you meet people, if you're going for meetings in the boardroom, wear heels. Aside from the fact that it elevates you, it changes your walk, it makes you, it thrusts your chest forward. It makes you actually look powerful. It changes your body language. So if you're going to do something that requires you to show off your authority, then it is better to wear heels.
To wear heels.
Yes.
What inch?
3 inches.
3 inches?
3
That's
inches,
advisable?
yes. 3 inches is
What if
advisable.
I've never walked in heels, Carol? That's another thing we need to factor in.
Well, you need to start learning because I'm assuming that by the time you're wearing heels to work, you probably have a little experience, like maybe even if an internship or a window that allows you to dress a particular way. They usually say dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. So that's why you need to pay attention to the heels.
Okay. Something you brought up there, interns. Should interns dress up for work?
They should not dress down. They shouldn't be underdressed. I think a lot of interns, the challenge is first you need to figure out what's the dress code in the workplace. So you need to talk to HR. You need to find out what's the policy. What do people wear? What do the people who I report to wear to work? And you need to start emulating how they dress. So you actually have something to model yourself against. You're not just walking in blind, but you need to pay attention so that you can see this is what I should wear, this is what not to wear. And this is how I look like a responsible intern. Yeah.
The issue of smart casual, something that tends to be a bone of contention in most offices because my idea of smart casual could be totally different from yours. So what's the safest rule? What's the general rule when it comes to smart casual?
Well, first of all, whatever you think that you should wear for smart casual, chances are it's underdressed. So for most people, when they think smart casual, they think jeans or they think a t-shirt or something. Smart casual doesn't mean lazy. It doesn't mean sloppy. It doesn't mean that you forget that there are rules of engagement when it comes to looking respectable in a workplace. So you still have to keep that in mind. And when you're wearing you always have to think darker colors. Think, don't think too tight. Don't wear too tight. Don't show off your tummy. Don't think that you're going to the club. You still have to be professional even when you're wearing something that is casual. Think of ways to incorporate blazers. Think of ways to wear your heels with your casual outfit. Think of a way to eliminate jeans from your wardrobe. So don't make it a frequent thing that every Friday the only thing you can wear is jeans. Yeah.
Okay, but there's the issue of I'm being told there's one more model behind there. Highly doubt. But if you're behind there and you're in nice clothes,
Where is she?
there's no one here, guys. They're playing with my mind.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, there's one. Oh, okay. I thought they were playing with my mind. Oh, I'm sorry. You should have just whistled. There, in her LBD, her little black dress. And she's come with a bang. And I'm assuming that is the outfit we would wear when we're going out.
It has to be.
It has to be when we're going out. When we're going for drinks to have a good time. That's it.
Yes,
But
I'm wondering how she will sit and bend.
they know how to do it. But anyway,
But I get that it's a clubbing outfit. The shoes are great and they're celebratory, but I think the shoes, now these shoes can actually work for a smart casual outfit. I'm not sure about the clubbing aspect of it because you would either have to do a lot of standing, a lot of dancing, and it can get really uncomfortable. So if you're going clubbing, don't wear really high shoes. Or you can find a way to get the foldable soft shoes in your clutch, then you can change at some point. If you're wearing really high heels and a really short dress, then you have to be very particular about how you're moving, which club you're going to, and how, just because it's a club doesn't mean you want to look like you're going to be fungwad.
at 32, 33, 34, can I wear such a dress?
Well, just an inch or two lower, but it depends on what kind of shape you're in. What do your legs look like? Which club is it? Who are you hanging out with? If you're hanging out with your girlfriends, you can wear it.
Okay, if I'm hanging out with my girlfriends, if I'm looking for a husband, no thank you.
No, probably the club is not the best place to find him, and not dressed like that you won't.
Good one.
Yes.
All right, let's come back to the office wear. That's what we're focusing on, and we're talking about smart casual. And as you said, we need to avoid being lazy. We need to avoid being sloppy when it comes to casual wear. Let's talk about hair. Another thing that is also a bone contention in the office. You know, some of us are wild kids at heart, but then we come into the office setting and we're told we cannot do this. Ideally, what then should we be able to maintain when it comes to hair?
Well, the thing I like about being in corporate Kenya is that natural hair is not considered taboo. So if you have natural hair, you don't have to relax it just so that you can fit in the corporate setting. There are actually ways that you can style it and it will still be presentable. If you're in your 30s and in your 40s and you like weaves, make sure that it is not too long, because if it's too long, it makes you look frivolous and a little young, and people don't take you seriously. Then think about how you style it. Wear your hair off your face. If it is constantly falling in your face, people can't make eye contact, they can't have conversations, they feel like you're hiding something, and they need to see you in order to be able to relate with you professionally. And also keep your hair in good condition. You know, if you have braids, make sure that you check what does your hairline look like. It always has to look neat. The neater your hair looks, the more professional you will look.
What about color?
It depends. You can have color, but it depends on where you work. I mean, mine is wild and red because you know, I work in media. But if you're in corporate, you can still color your hair, but you need to find a way to make it understated and find something that's complementary to your skin tone and that enhances your beauty, not necessarily takes away from it. You can still find a red that works for you in the office. You can look at coppers and bronze. You know, the brown shades are very, very stylish right now. They're very trendy, and a lot of black women are using them in their skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to run that side to see Priscilla and what she's doing, but I have to ask you about stockings. Yeah, it's a cold season. We're going to see so many black stockings, and to be honest, it really irritates me. But what's the rule when it comes to wearing stockings?
Find something that's close to your skin tone.
Find something that is close to your skin tone.
Or matches your skin tone. And then also pay attention to the color scheme you tend to have in your wardrobe. If you tend to wear light colors like pastels, or maybe you have a few more white outfits than black, then don't go dark with your stockings. You don't want to be such a sharp contrast between one color and the other. It's supposed to be a continuation of your outfit, not to break the eye contact and make someone think, oof. Yeah.
So if I'm wearing light colors, ideally the stocking should be the color of my
skin.
My skin.
Flesh-colored stockings are good.
If I'm wearing dark colors, then I'm allowed to wear the black.
Almost. It depends on how black it is. Not necessarily a black opaque tight, because black opaque tights all look like leggings, and that takes away from the look.
Yes.
So again, you have to find a black that works, almost a grey or a silver.
Okay. Yes. Can we say the black opaque tights can only be worn at night? Can we please make a rule? Says that, because it's really upsetting. Can we just openly make a rule?
Yes, they're not to be worn at work. No.
To be worn at night. Yes. Thank you very much. All right, then let me quickly dash this side. Of course, I'll be talking to you across the pond, but we have Priscilla when they're on this. Danu, look at me calling you another name. Priscilla.
They're all my names.
They're all your names. All right. So here you are doing some fantastic work, and like I said earlier, I will give her a challenge. I wanted to do a face that is applicable to the office and another one that's applicable to the nightlife. I don't know that we'll be able to zoom into that. Okay, tell us.
Well, what we have on this side is a dark eyeshadow, as I told you earlier.
Okay.
And also the lips. Well, why we have red lips best for the night and with a bit gloss, red communicates. Color communicates a lot. So if you have red, it's a bit sexual, it's a bit vibrant, so it's very good for the night because you're out there, you just want to have fun. It's best to have it at night rather than during the day. As for the eyes, it's when you work in the office with this kind of makeup, then it's absolutely inappropriate. It's not right. It tends to have a lot of attention, and that's not what you need. That's why on this other side we have, it's really calm. It's toned down. You can concentrate when you're in a meeting, everyone will look at you, even the lips. You don't need red. Red attracts a lot of attention. So the moment you're in a meeting, at some point people will just be looking at your lips and probably not focus on what you're telling. If you're doing a presentation, people might not understand what it is you're trying to tell them. But having something like soft pink represents the girlish side of you, some a bit of boldness and just a toned down look for a day. So it's very appropriate for the office and daytime look. No one will, it's nice. It just looks sweet to the eye, so it doesn't really affect anything. So having this for the daytime is really, really good. And like having red on the other side, and pink on the other side.
How do you choose what color you're going to wear?
Sometimes your size of lips determines. This is for the lips now. Some people have very small lips, others have wide lips. If you had wide lips, you probably go over with a liner before you come in with a deep red. Because what happens when you put very bright colors and you have very big lips, your lips tend to look times 2 bigger than they actually are.
Yes.
So it's very important to know the size of your lips. Even with your face, the kind of eyeshadows you put, the liner, the size of the liner. If you have hooded eyes, you can only have a very thin line and not something very thick. People have different eyes. So one thing you should know, we are not all the same. So if there's a particular look you're aspiring to have, you should actually know that this is someone else's face and there's my face.
Yes, it could work.
It might not work.
Yeah,
it's like a dress. Work. I might say a good dress on someone's body and assume, oh, I look good in it, but my body shape is totally different. Yes. It's the same thing with makeup. If you want to have a particular look, first of all, understand your face shape, understand your lip shape, understand your eyebrows shape. Everything is different. We are all built differently. I might be the same as my sister, but I might not be the same as you.
True.
So it's very, very important to understand your face shape and everything else.
And you can simply research on that. It's
very easy. You just Google
and you get that information. The eyebrows. Let's go to the eyebrows because this has become something that is driving people crazy in this town. We're seeing more bold and more defined eyebrows as we go on. Doesn't that look fake? Isn't that a nighttime look?
It's not a nighttime look. It's not anything. It's a problem where you see someone else has done a tutorial probably on how to get the perfect eyebrows because I believe all these problems start there.
Yes.
And you assume, oh, probably I could have the same. But we are different, as I said. Our eyebrow shape, you could probably fill in a bit to have something, but filling in does not mean drawing a line and then taking a very high, like very light eyeliner and just highlight your face. That doesn't work. So the best way to go about eyebrows, I believe, first, just thread or tweeze your eyebrows. Go to a good salon or a good makeup artist. Tell them to remove. You don't
excess
need to,
hair.
Don't cut everything. Don't remove everything.
And then draw a line.
That's a big no.
Yeah.
Don't remove everything, then draw a line. So you just need to remove the excess hair just slightly below your arc. You can see, even when you look at the mirror, you can see this is actually where my arc is. The arc is the highest point of your eyebrows.
Yes.
You can see where it is and you can know I can actually remove the excess with a tweezer. You can do it at home if you cannot access a salon. And then take a liner. You can use I'll use this. It's a very basic. Everyone can afford this and can access it.
Yes.
So you just take your liner. I've done her eyebrows already, so I won't do it.
I'm wondering whether you should do mine because I've not done mine.
I think we should.
Yeah? Okay, let me sit there so she can show us.
Yeah.
And then let me say something I learned a week ago. You talked about the arc, right?
Yes.
For those who don't know, am I on that camera or that camera? That camera. The arc, you just need to do this. Place a pencil or a tool in the middle of your eye and then you'll be able to know where your arc falls.
That's true.
I should be a makeup artist in my next life. You don't have time. You don't have time, but yeah, I don't do my eyebrows. So maybe you can explain to people what needs to be done.
So, you see, actually we have many people who don't thread their eyebrows at all.
Yes.
They prefer to stay natural. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But now if your eyebrows are natural, don't come over with a liner again and they'll fill in because you look like you have time to. You can just fill in a bit of the blank spaces you have, but then don't do it too much.
Okay.
So for eyebrows like yours, you just have this.
A brush?
It's an eyebrow brush. You can use a spiral one. You can use if you have a mascara that has ended, you can just wash it and use that one as well. So you just brush them over the arc and below. That way your eyebrows already are lined to one shape. I like yours. They're coordinated.
Thank you.
So after that, you take your pencil.
Yes.
Then you start below. You just draw a nice line below, something like that. I won't go so much with yours though, but this is how you should do it. You just go down below over the arc, take it down. You can see where your eyes are. That's the end of it. It shouldn't go all the way. Like you should limit it. It's just supposed to be here. So after that, you go above again. You do the same thing and go up the arc, and that's it. Already we have something. It's coming up. We'll just fill in a bit because your eyebrows are okay. They're well filled. We don't need to. You fill in where there's nothing.
Where there's nothing.
If you have something, there's nothing to fill in.
Ah, okay.
So you just fill in the spots that we have, and I don't know if you can see a difference between this side and the other side.
I
but
really don't.
Basically,
yeah, you can.
That's it.
Okay.
Then,
so which one have you worked on? This one?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm not complete. I want to talk about how people now highlight, and you can see a line. There's a lighter part, and then there's a line below, and you're wondering what is happening. You need to highlight the lower part. You can use concealer, a lighter shade for the lower part. But when you're highlighting above your eyebrows, you can only use foundation that blends in with your natural complexion. You don't want a line somewhere here, a line here, and you can see this someone is trying to do something, but you don't understand what it is. If you're highlighting above, take your brush and just blend it in nicely as you do it.
Okay.
Then below, you should use your lighter, maybe concealer or the eyeshadow highlighters to do that. Now use it below and just follow the nice line. When you reach the arc, go up and then come down, and you'll have it nicely. Take your brush again and just brush over until it's neat. Eyebrows are not complicated. People make them complicated.
Priscilla and Anu, thank you so much for coming, and I've learned something new. That highlighter thing I didn't know. Thank you so much for coming. And before we finish the show, Carol, I just have one question for you. When it comes to nail polish, when should we wear what colors?
Well, if you like wearing nail art, then I'd probably avoid it for the office. You know, go with a muted color. The classic red is a classic color, but that means you have to be the kind of person who is sophisticated enough not to walk around with cheap nail polish. Or you can wear nude colors, you know, a light pink, a light white, something that, you know, looks natural on your nails, but your nails look taken care of, so it doesn't look like you're trying a little too hard, and it doesn't look vain. You know, that can work.
Okay, all right then. So I'm really hoping that our viewers back at home have learned something new. I know I have.
Just to also say, this fabulous outfits came from, you know, Neto Designs in
thank you.
Plaza.
Thank you very much for that, and really appreciate our models as well who have who are strutting down the catwalk. So Robert, do you want them to go and then I say goodbye? Okay, girls, you have to do a catwalk session. All right then, so we're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast Show. Just continue, my dear. We're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast Show for this morning. Many thanks for joining us. I will hand you over to the other studio where Willis Raburu is on standby to talk to the band. We have a winner for those tickets, by the way, Willis. Sadly, I can't remember the name and I don't have my phone, but we have a winner. If you are not the first person to tweet me, I'm really, really sorry. For now, I hand you over to Willis. Willis?